All right, so I'm gonna go through some of the recent Summoner Wars 2 replay submissions. I think so. We have six more to go, or a few more to go with the older factions, and then we have some with the newer factions. So I'll try to maybe intersperse them, just because I'm also curious how people are playing the newer factions, because I haven't really played any public games outside of actually last stream. I do have two public games going, I think, but I'm gonna time out on both of them. I might as well just abandon them both at this point. I just had no time. Uh, I had a fun replay earlier today with Massimo, which I think is a good learning lesson for myself and others. Um, Maybe later I'll go through that replay. Um, but yeah, it's been fun. I've been enjoying Summoner Wars. I just am so behind on the new factions, and especially with Turtle Surprise coming up, I need to catch up. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get destroyed. So maybe I play some 45-minute games today and tomorrow just to catch up on these two factions. Um, but yeah, let's get into it. I guess. Let's start with Bookish's replay. You can open it a few at a time. Why did the cheese fail? Hey, did we do Icarus before by Purse Warden? No, I think these are longer replays I remember, so I didn't end up finishing them. Because I was so tired last time I was doing community challenges. Also, probably tomorrow or tomorrow or the next few days, I'll be casting the tiebreakers for uh, the league games, or Massimo's league games, with Massimo, which would be a lot of fun. Alrighty. So let's get into it. So this replay is by Bookish, who's been, I like how many replays Bookish has given us. Great player. This is called Horrified. It's also good. I think this is also a good way. Ben used to do this of keeping replays. RD Brewery. That's fun. This will be a fun matchup. The good thing also about doing this is similar to what Ben did before. After a certain amount of time, usually replays break. So this is kind of a good way for people to submit replays which they like, and have them on YouTube. Oh, what happened there? So that when the replay breaks eventually, they can look back on it. Not sure why that happened. Interesting. Maybe that's the new game breaking thing. How's my volume doing? Doing good. Okay. Cool. I have a few videos I need to upload, but I need to figure out how to upload stream chat onto my YouTube videos. Just because I think that's more fun for people. That way they can see the comments, especially because sometimes I'll miss comments. Oop. Wait, that was the wrong replay? Oh, sorry, this was the replay, and then the Icarus was the other game. Okay, cool. Let me make sure I'm correct. So this is called Horrified by Bookish. Let's see it. So Bookish is playing their world famous Wayfarers. I wonder where did they end up last season. Let's see. Oh, top 66 Wayfarers. Bookish, you're slacking this season. Yeah, they're number one, so we'll see them in Faction Masters, which will be fun. Were they the season before? Oh, they're number two, sad. But they were able to reclaim the throne last season, and now they're just struggling, apparently, or they just don't play too much Wayfarers. Have they been playing any of the new factions? Let's see. Does it? Oh yeah, the Spectral Enclave, and also they're just doing really very well on the turtles, or not the turtles, the lizards. All right, let's see. So Horrified is the name of this replay. Zikmak I've never actually seen before, but hopefully I'm thinking about taking some time soon just to... Okay, solid player. Hopefully I might do less, go back a little bit on the tournament scene and do more public queue at some point. And then once I'm feeling refreshed, come back into the competitive scene. I'm definitely doing Troll Surprise, but we'll see. I think just a lot of 3-day and 14-day timers, especially competitively, take a lot out of you. I was talking to Nestle a little bit about that. All right, sorry. I have not been looking at this replay yet, so let's rewind a little bit. So what happened the first turn? So Wayfarers goes first, which is great. Oh, interesting. Horrify. Okay. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Hey, Nestle. All right, so Bookish goes first. Gets a nice double... Actually, you can get probably a triple attack, yeah, on the Tentacle. As well as getting the forward gate spot. Makes a lot of sense. Very solid first turn by the Wayfarers. This is also really nice because there's a very low chance, or there's a lower chance, I would say, that Zikmak on the first turn can summon Beast, which is... Beast Mutant is basically gonna eat these things up, as well as just give a lot of boost. This feels bad a little bit for Zakmek. It's just having naked, some naked cultists, and also one of the cultists is out of range of Demigog's ability. There's an argument for... I mean, I think against Wayfarers you kind of have to maybe do this so your gate doesn't get surrounded. But maybe not. I could see the gate just being a little bit, further back. And then you being fine with both these gate spots being occupied. Nope, at least they got double hopeful in the next hand. Whiff on the Dancer, but at least they're able to kill the Archer. Alright, get 2 nice offensive waypoints blocking the gate also. This waypoint's interesting in the back. I'm curious about the thought process behind that. I mean, I guess to just get it out, otherwise just discard it for magic. I'm not sure where else you'd put it, but yeah, it's interesting regardless. Because it kind of feels like a little bit like free magic, but I guess you're wasting one of your attacks on a waypoint versus the units here. At least they have hopeful for this turn. I guess they're a little bit scared of also Demigog getting hit. That's why Demigog's not being involved here. Oh, they also have the Volatile and the Bestial, yeah. I think that's the game plan right here for the Filth. Just Beast and get just a crazy amount of boost just with all the low HP commons. Or low health commons Wayfarer have. Alright, makes sense, trying to get this Bestial off as quickly as possible. Basically getting rid of 2 cards and 3 magic. So 6 dice, it's favored, but there's a chance that it doesn't work. Oh, it doesn't do it, interesting. Prioritizing getting the Cultist instead. Interesting, footwork there. I guess they don't want, they like having this gate spot. Yeah, Bestial is a champion. It's arguably the best unit in Filth. At least that's what a lot of people think. Oh, did I call Bestial a common, Nestle? Oh, sorry, Nestle, you're right. It doesn't work on champions, you're right. I keep forgetting. Just because all mutants feel like a different class of their own. They're all just the mutant class, right? Did they discard their other hopeful, or did they use the last turn? I forget. You're right, Nestle. Yeah, but in that case, I would have moved the. Maybe they didn't have enough moves, but I would have tried to move away the rogue. Or maybe they forgot. That might have been Bookish forgot that's a champion like me and didn't realize you couldn't footwork it. So went for other attacks instead. Alright, we got the Abomination out. Another probably key winning. And they equipped it with Incanting Mutant. Interesting. I guess because they have so many anoints cultists. They're able to get some nice value here also. Whiff on that. Decided to go on the dice on Celeste instead of the Adventurer. I mean, I could see it. Oh, they're not going to kill the Dancer? Interesting. Okay. Go for Bursting. And that's the last invocation. Interesting. Instead of pushing... This kind of looks scary, though, for Bookish. I'm not sure if that was... Oh, I mean, I guess it's kind of worth it. Able to get the 3 for 5. Double attack on the beast. Get that out of the way. Sad thing is now all that's going to happen is this Abomination's just going to become the beast. Yeah. We got Beast Abomination. This does look very scary for Wayfarers at this point. Even though they're ahead on cards, that means a lot less. Ooh, 2 whiffs on Celeste. That's a 2 for 6 overall. Okay, interesting. Incanting Mutant is an interesting mutant. I really like it, but it's so... It's one of those situations where it's like the deck is so powerful with or without it. Would you even use it? Interesting. Getting Celeste in the back row. Cool idea. Is basically all their units are over here. It's going to take some time for them to get all the way back to help Demigod. Especially Demigod in their hand doesn't have any events to help. So super cool play by Bookish. Really, yeah, very creative play, let's say it that way. When things are not going well in terms of econ and the summoner is a little bit out of position, go for it. No horrifying hand. I think both yeah, one horrifier was already used. It's a little bit hard for Demigod, or at least Demigod needs to start worrying a lot. All right, we got a slip by... Oh, interesting, okay. Retreats. Gets Triss there. Okay, interesting. There's some very creative stuff going on right now. I guess Celeste just getting out of the way in case we're flying Abomination. Ooh, the whiff. Tell me about it, Eden says. Hey, Eden, how are you doing? How's your migraine going? Your glasses doing a little better? Alright, able to proc Seek the Horizon. Nice play. Looks scary for Demigod. Especially because they don't have any events to actually deal with this. You're winning against your migraine, Eden? Alright, we get the Winged Mutant. Makes sense. Winged to protect. Abomination almost fully evolved. getting closer and closer to Celeste. I guess the one downside of this is that you can't use these mutants, for example, over here. Like a horror mutant over here sounds really good. Ooh, these ranged dice are terrible. These ranged dice by the filth have been bad. Alright, we got a coordinate. These waypoints have been doing work also. How are they going to solve it here? So they can do a cool attack, get some dice and demigod. Okay, they have a gate. That makes sense. He says horror mutants are now officially banned after you talk to Colby. Nice. Nice play by Bookish. Close game. Close game. Does Abomination go back to help? I'm assuming. No, decides to push forward. I'm gonna put the gate here, I guess, or gate here. Is there some type of crazy slip by play? Yeah, there is. Coordinate slip by. I wonder if that's how this game's gonna end. Huh. Okay, we get a Voyager. You can also otherwise kill this cultist and then attack. Looks like that might be what's happening. It's a cool play with Gusto. Ah, very sick play. Gusto doing work here. There's very few games I've seen with Wayfarers where you get both Trist and Gusto out. Ah, the whiff. That's a tragic whiff. But at least can potentially kill this Anointed regardless. This waypoint swap's also clutch, so that Abomination can attack Celeste next turn. Scary Abomination. I'm surprised you don't go for the waypoint there, though. I guess the idea is Triss can move the gate next turn. Ah, the whiff. That's a bad whiff. Alright, down to the last cards. With Wayfarer is very low on cards. Or very low, this Abomination's kind of like a ticking time bomb is what I'm trying to say. Ooh, nice. Sick play. Last coordinate. Rogue, able to get the adventure down. And go for the kill, hopefully. Nice game, Bookish. Nice game. Yep, sick game. How's everything doing over here? Cool, looks like stream is doing well. That was a fun game. Some cool tricks by Wayfarers. As well as I think Filth played pretty well also. And that was called Horrified. Yeah, that's a great name. Alright, this one is by Purse Warden. And the name is Icarius. So, Icarius is the one who went... What's Icarius again? I used to be so into Greek mythology when I was younger. Let me Google it. Icarius. I'll look it up and I get some like type of health insurance. What? In Greek mythology, Carius was the son of the inventor. So he's the guy who went too close to the sun. Okay. And you're playing the Phoenix Elves. Nice, nice. So we have Purse Warden versus Artie Burry. So two really good players against each other. And an interesting matchup. This could be a cool league matchup. Phoenix Elves versus Fungal Dwarves. I'm not sure if this is thought to be Fungal Dwarf favored or not. But it gets the Archer out of the way, outside of Beast range, I guess, even if Beast had fungal spores. Or not fungal spores. Whatever, the mushroom thing. Okay, interesting gate here. It's always interesting to see gates by fungal dwarves, because they're a very positional faction, and you can easily block yourself with gates. You can make an argument for a gate a little farther back, but it looks like more aggressive, so Artie Burry wants to push up. Alright, try to get the convert on the Guardian, wasn't able to. A little bit bad luck. Interesting. Yeah, this is the disadvantage of this gate right here. Is now this gate is going to be completely clogged. Though, if they're able to summon a beast, which they do have in hand, they potentially can also clog this gate. Ooh, Blinding Flare. That's clutch in this situation. Though this archer doesn't get it. Oh, interesting. Doesn't choose to go for the infect on this archer. I think that's what I would have probably done. But this looks like a nice play also. I'm just not used to seeing the super spread out formation with fungal dwarves, though. I think in this case it's the right idea. This one can probably be easily taken care of, but this one will require some resources, at least a double archer or something, which can be infected. But nice attacks. Also a nice way of getting this Guardian forward. Maybe also later in the stream I look whether I change my Turtle Surprise bands or not. I'm thinking about... I'm not sure what I'm going to do with Phoenix Elves. I had them once on my ban list. Next, I don't have them on my ban list. So we'll see. Maybe this game will convince me to keep them or lose them. Able to get the ping damage of the beast. Archer gets a free kill as well as blocking the gate, which is nice. That said, Archer here is not exactly a 2 health unit with 3 magic. You're kind of afraid of a beast. Luckily, they don't have one. Able to kill the carrier. Ban tree. Good idea, Nestle. I feel like tree has some decent, I feel like I wouldn't be comfortable bringing tree, for example, against Shadow Elves. And there's like not too many factions. Like it's not my favorite matchup into Shadow Elves. I'd love to have, Sand Goblins or Cloaks or something. But if it's kind of, I feel like there's a strategy where I do not feel too bad in the tree versus Shadow Elves matchup. Versus, for example, Vanguards, it's like, why would I ever pick Vanguard? There's never like a place where I'm like, oh, this is a good Vanguards matchup, right? Especially without the tournament buffs. Release the Spore is able to get a nice... This is really scary for Phoenix Elves. The swarm is growing. They're able to get the champ out, though. And this champ will do a lot of work. Especially because there's no double attack event in the... Ooh, the 4/4. In the Fungal Dwarves itinerary. So this will most likely get at least 3 or 4 value. Ooh, interesting. Beast back here. Interesting. Okay, I mean, I can see that. Most likely this would take a damage anyways. attacks it. Cool to get the boost on these two. Just very solid Fungal Doors play. This one goes to 3. These beasts won't take any damage this turn. Just very solid. I'm 3-0. It's SH versus Vanguards versus Sky Spear. That's a great point, Nestle. Yeah, that's a good matchup. Yeah, you're 3-0. I think, to be honest, it's hidden good against Shadow Elves. I'm not sure if it's a winning matchup, but I could see it being 50-50. Like, I don't think it's bad for Tree. Like, I played some really good Shadow Elves player. Mind you that this was early on, and I've done pretty well with Tree. But I wonder sometimes like how playstyle. Like I just have like in general a very positive win rate versus Shadow Elves because it could just be my playstyle is good against them versus other people's playstyles might be worse against them. So Sir H. Sir H's cloaks are pretty good. Okay, they're trying to go for the beast, I'm assuming. Ooh, no, okay, they don't. Interesting. I guess it's a little bit... No, with that gate, I think I would have went for Monstrosity. This is a cool game, though. Very positional. It's cool to see that... Ooh, that's a nice attack. Trying to kill this Ember Mage. Yeah, because Ember Mages seem really good in this matchup, especially if you're able to allow them only to be attacked by one side. Nice idea. You get the Infect there also. Really nice play. The one thing is that, which is kind of to the favor of Purse, is that it really is, and I've dealt with this also, actually my league game with Fungal Dwarves is, in some ways it's nice to have a corner here, but other ways you can kind of starve yourself to have all your units stuck in this corner. Ooh, I like that. Nice push up. Able to potentially get a beast there. Yeah, that's a good point, Nestle. He could have attacked with the carrier. That carrier with Kaldak the turn before. I mean, look, I think at the... yeah. Small things do matter in this game. Okay, going for Spear and the Phoenix. 5 magic, potentially getting another champion. I feel like Dragon is probably really good in this matchup, especially because it can attack through gates and units. That sounds so good. Yeah, Dragon, if you can get Dragon out in this matchup, it's probably really good. Okay, because they have the Spirit of the Phoenix, that makes sense. Yeah, usually you only want to... like usually the value of Divine Protection is only really worth it if you have a Spirit of the Phoenix. And also in this position where it's kind of... You're kind of forcing... them to attack you. Okay, Holios gets up. Holios is so good. The champion design on Phoenix Elves is top notch. Able to get the carrier. Hey Bean, yeah, top notch champions. Alright, Stim Shrooms. We got a Stim Shrooms turn. Interesting. Yeah, this is kind of like why I'd have liked Monstrosity to be out earlier, because Monstrosity is just really hard, I feel like, for Phoenix Elves to deal with. Like, to chew through 13 health. But they wanted to go for the Beast Gain, or the Beast Game. It was not necessarily incorrect what they did, but it seems like beasts are just... Yeah, I'd be curious if they summoned Monstrosity a couple turns ago, if they'd be in a better position than they are currently. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Trying to see if they can get the 4 for 3 on the beast. Which makes a lot of sense. You don't want Monstrosity coming out in this position. Oh, and they whiff. That's tragic. That's a tragedy. This isn't a cool forward gate though. Yeah, solid play. Gets Kaldak there. Good position for Kaldak, especially at 11. Hey, Bean. Phoenix Elves suck if you only play Storm Goblins and Sand Goblins. They might honestly be the worst faction in the game if you play those two factions. If you play exclusively Storm Goblins and Sand Goblins. Similar to how like Fungal Doors are not that good these days, which has nothing to do with how strong the faction is. It just has to do with most of the recent releases have just been really good against Fungal Dwarves. Or all the popular decks are pretty good against Fungal Dwarves, I should say. Ooh, that's a sick... I always love seeing offensive pushing forward Phoenix Elves. Though they might be in a pickle here. Ooh, okay. They aren't able to get it. This is a cool... I mean, I'm not sure. This looks like it would have been a league matchup at some point. Alright, how much damage can you get here? Makes sense. Tries to kill Monstrosity. Especially because you can use Maldar's ability to block this gate spot, so it's just really solid overall. Oh, what a whiff! That's a tragic whiff. Damn. That's a giant whiff. Now Maldara can die this turn. Damn, damn, damn. This is why it's called Icarus, I'm assuming. Yeah, no, too close to the sun. Damn, what a whiff. Yeah, because Purse Warren would have probably won if not for that whiff. Because let's think. Actually, no, there's demand. They probably would have died regardless. No, would they have the magic too? How much magic did they have last turn? No, because you'd been able to block that spot. Wait, let's think. Let's think. So what was the turn? So this would be dead. This side would have been open. This is blocked. That's the main reason. But it would have to been for an 8 for 8 is basically the idea here. Yeah, it would have to have been an 8 for 8. But yeah, Maldara here was actually just probably a mistake, especially because there was no demand. You didn't see the demand. Yeah, even without the monstrosity died, Purse Warren is not in the best position, especially with the demand still up. I mean, they probably assume that there's not a demand. Oh, they had 2 magic. Okay, so it would have to been an 8 for 8. Okay, I thought there was 3 magic here. That's my bad. But also with the mage, there's a lot of dice which could win on Maldara there. A little bit risky, but I can see why you go for it, right? I don't blame them at all for going for that. GG's, fun game. Yeah, but if you survive the turn afterwards, you were probably in the driver's seat there. Purse. Great game, and also great name for the game. All right. Let's do Nestle's replay. Or let's do Dildo Baggins replay. Did we already watch this one? I think we already watched this one. I could be wrong, though. The Dildo Baggins. So this was the league matchup, Swampworks versus Filth. I'm pretty sure you watched this, but let me just jog my memory to be sure. I think we did watch this one. Dildo Baggins versus Free Palestine. Yeah, I think so. If not, we can rewatch this one. But I'm pretty sure. I'll look in the replay after this, and I'm pretty sure we watched this one before. But yeah. This was a great matchup. I think all the league matchups this season were really good. Some people are really into... Some people think that Storm Goblins is actually good against Cloaks. I'm still not convinced that's the case, but maybe. I All right, we got Nestle's replay. Call the ambulance, but not for me. Let me make sure, because I know we watched the Dildo Baggins. Maybe I'm thinking about the Cave Goblin. Okay, maybe we have to watch this one again. I'll make sure Dildo Baggins. We'll definitely watch the replay if we haven't watched it already. I just want to make sure that we're not repeating. I'll look at the VODs afterwards. All right, so this is the Nestle replay. Call the ambulance, but not for me. Alrighty. Oh, nice, nice. So we have this this cursed matchup. One of the worst matchups in the game. Nestle as the Cave Goblins versus Valkeen. They play a bunch, right? Yeah, Valkeen as the Crimson Order. Let's see how Nestle deals with this cursed matchup. Oh, Crimson Order even goes first. Tragic. I guess this is kind of risky. With the right hand, you could literally just kill this gate. Turn 1 as Cave Goblins. Alright, he's able to get double Clinger up. Both sides. Yeah, literally the entire gate's surrounded. Too bad Nestle doesn't have the vents to kill this gate one turn. But I think Nestle's doing the exact right thing. I've heard from Bean that this is like the main win condition is gate destruction in this matchup. But even then, even if you kill their gates, they still have convert and they still have priests. So it's not even like that good. I mean, it's good, but it's not as good as it is versus other factions. All right, good whiff. Ooh, another good whiff. So all I'm seeing here is with normal dice, Nestle already loses. Because this should be gone. I guess you still call the gate next turn, though. Nice. Get the pylon. I think pylon's definitely worth it here. Yeah. Because then you only need one attack for this gate, hopefully, and then one attack for this warrior. Potential, or no, 2 attacks. Okay. Doing good work. Valkeen is also not discarding heavily for another gate. Just a little bit of a mistake, probably. Because you just win this matchup if you have a gate. Alright, able to get the hit. Do we get the 2 for 2? No. Or maybe they already had... No, they must have just drawn the gate. Otherwise, they'd have placed it the turn before. Nice, able to get some damage here. I'm assuming... Can you move sneaks here? No, sneaks would take... Ah, you could. If you really want to just do a little bit of damage to Daymar. But it's probably not worth it. Because you're going to get most likely warriored the turn afterwards. But in a certain way, it might be worth it for tempo, I'm guessing. But you anyways have the Unrelenting. Alright, Casamara. So good. The cool other thing about Unrelenting is that you can't convert if they had a convert in their hand. But this looks very scary. Just the dream of the goblins. Just a horde here. This faction can only do 3 attacks per turn also. Only negative thing here is that Daymar is low, but nice play by Nestle blocking this gate, only giving one gate spot. You do want to try to kill Casimar, which it looks like... Ooh, nice dice. Yeah, it looks like they should be able to do. Worst case, they can... Actually, no, Sneaks is only for 0 cost, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about... After Turtle Surprise, maybe I just go on a public queue grind. Be fun to stream also. Because I've never really... Outside when I was learning the game, I never really put too much effort into public queue. But I think it could be fun. Just do a bunch of public queue. Like, I've already accomplished what I want to, I think, in the... I mean, I'd love to make, I guess, playoffs for Turtle Surprise. I think that'd be my next goal for myself. But once I make playoffs for Turtle Surprise, or like a Turtle tournament, I think I've done everything which I want to in terms of this game. In terms of, like, competitiveness. Oh no, we have... 1 second, I need to ban someone. Let me stop this game. But Gate Destruction by Nestle. Let's see. Special Sphere. Cheap viewers. Ooh, okay. Ban. Ban. Cheap views. I need one more follower so that I can start doing polls on this channel. We just need one singular follower. Maybe I should have paid this guy for that singular follower. Or that bot. Don't silence the cheap views. True. True. No converts have been drawn yet, though, by Valkeen. Now they're kind of panicking also for gates. You can see with how many cards they discarded last time. They offered me cheap viewers, Eden. I could have paid them for some cheap viewers if I went to that sketchy website. Nice, gets the attack. This is a little bit... Even though this looks like very... Any other matchup, I'd feel like Cave Goblins win this like 90% of the time. But if they have a convert in hand in a gate or two, then they can easily come back from this position. Don't silence the cheap views. Interesting. Going for the warrior. What is this gate? Oh, they're hope. Okay, this is kind of like a prey. Where, oh, the whiff, okay. So the idea there was that if they're able to, well, the Klinger could anyways get this gate position. So it's not even that amazing. Yeah, the idea is like this is the only place that you can put the gate, really, without it being destroyed the turn afterwards. A little bit of a Hail Mary, but the Climber there would have blocked this gate regardless. One more follower. We have to start paying the big bucks, Eden. Start paying them money. We've been at 48, 49 followers for so long. And we need it. We need it so that we can have polls. I think polls will be super fun during live games. Maybe tomorrow when Massimo joins us. Maybe Massimo hasn't followed yet. We can get Massimo's Twitch. Yeah, I'll see what I can sell. All right, Sneaks in a tricky position, but this is very safe. How did the warrior get here? Sorry, I was a little bit distracted. Good gate. The fact that this is still close is nuts to me. Oh, what a whiff! What a whiff! A double whiff. What was that? It was like 2 for 5 or something. Yeah, 2 for 5. At least you get the 2 for 2 with Smeg. Also, nice positioning on the slinger so that if it gets converted, it doesn't actually block the gate. Ooh, Eater in hand. Eater's probably decent here. Do they convert the Clinger? I'm assuming you do, definitely, to get the gate spot. Range dice this game have seemed pretty good. The tricky thing will be, how do you reclaim your gate spot over here? Because you probably don't. Yeah, outside of that whiff Nestle, or the double whiff on Daymar, you've had some decent dice. Which I think you kind of need to even be to even have a chance in this matchup. Like, think about it. You turn 3 destroyed their, or turn 4 destroyed their gate, and it's still this close. Nuts. All right, we get the convert. How do you get out of this? We also have 11 magic. That's nuts. uh. Hmm. Let's see. Good news is that they're out of converts now, so you don't need to worry about that anymore. Bad news is they have 4 devouts out, so let's see what the RNG is like. 2 for 2, that's great, and the miss. Hit that one also. Ooh, and they whiff on that also, nice. And then they whiff on this also, and you might have the Eater next turn, which is great. Oh, and they whiff on that also. You're right, Nestle. Your RNG this game is amazing. Oh, never mind. RNG just was all lost with that one. Interesting gate. I like it though by Valkene. Yeah, do I? I mean, I guess it's the best you can put this gate. Like, where else would you put it? Yeah, I'm not sure where else. They have 13 magic though. That's hilarious. Yeah, it makes sense to kill your own priest there. Does it? Yeah. I guess it's like their personal heal up spot. Get the Blarf, but no Eater. Where's the Eater? Are we going to get an econ win against the Crimson Order? I guess that gate kind of spreads things out. Yeah, I like going for the priest there. It's not worth going for the devoted, especially if they get the 30 or the 33% chance, and it comes back next turn. Ooh, Unrelenting's kind of sick in this place, because most likely these are going to die and get refreshed. Nice econ relenting. Oh, they whiff. That's exactly what you'd want. I think here you'd honestly just want to... No, because you want to keep this priest alive, I guess. But there's an argument for not attacking the beast there. Well, nice. They get just a free health. Like, just keep the beast alive there at 1 health. I think that's what I would have done, to be honest. Especially this late in the game. Alright, Daymar is able to potentially... Oh, interesting. I think I would have pushed up here. Get Daymar over here, I think. It's probably a better position. Alright, we're getting slowly Super Blarf. Super Blarf is almost there. Do we get an Eater? Eater sounds so good in this position. Eater's so nice in this position. Can summon it right here. Has unlimited feasting over here. This is going to be a rare econ win as maybe the only ever recorded econ win as Cave Goblins versus the Cave Goblins. No, necessarily it's good. It's like I said, it's most likely the only ever recorded the only ever recorded Cave Goblin econ win versus Crimson Order. Who do you hit with Blarf here? There's an argument for the Priest, I'm guessing, but yeah, that makes sense, the double attack. I'm curious with your double attack if you're going to attack Daymar or not with a slinger. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, and the whiff. That's tragic. Yeah, I think you did the right thing, though, trying to attack the Priest. Especially in this position, you still have Eater in hand. Do they have the 7 HP champion? I'm assuming, or the 7 magic champion. I'm assuming not. Oh, the Eater comes out. Let's go. The Eater's gonna feast. Alright, this is Cultist. Oh, the Cultist is gone forever. Nice. We got full boosted Blarf and the Eater. Ah, that was a fun game. I don't think I've ever seen, or ever will see again, a Cave Goblin win against Crimson Order with Econ. That's amazing. Great name, Nestle also. Alrighty. And next up, we have Tortugatron. Ooh, and Shoots is giving replays. Nice, nice. I'm happy to watch some Shoots replays soon. I think after this replay, we'll go to the new factions a little bit. Because we've been through everyone once who's done old factions. Or maybe I just do a stream which is purely new factions. No, I think I can mix them up a little bit. And then maybe we'll do another stream which is purely new factions. But I need to get my head around what the new factions can do. So this one is Tortugatron Hackathrek. Ooh, this will be fun. So this is I think this was probably, because I think they're both in D2, right? This is most likely the league matchup. And I think Tortugatron is taking out his frustrations of hating, because I know Tortugatron is a known Storm Goblins hater, also a known Fallen Kingdoms hater, or notorious, I should say. So let's see how they do it against G-Man, who's also a really good player. What are they? How'd they end up last season? Let's see. G-Man's always fun to watch because he's a very aggressive player. Always likes playing every faction very aggressively. Like a very good aggressive player. 4 is number 5. Were they number 1 with anything? Nope. But they're like a player who is clearly having a lot of fun when they play. Alright, so nice starting hand. Moto Boots. It's very nice to have starting hand, but they're not going first. Alright, let's see how G-Man starts out their turn. Interesting Strider there in the back. Okay, I see. Do they have the gate, I'm assuming? Yeah. So really good. This is almost the most ideal starting hand you can have as Storm Goblins in this matchup. Maybe you could have had another vaults and then hit blocks also, but this is as close to ideal as you can hoped for. Especially, I think the most important thing is actually the gate, if anything. Especially if they're able to kill this machinist. Oh, the whiff. That's a big whiff. In this case, I don't think you moto boots the machinist though, because it's just too easy to die. Keep the moto boost for next time. No shadows though, but potentially a kill on this witch as well as a surround. I actually don't like this position too much by Tortugatron just because it's like gobble 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 2 free magic here. Like all you need is one Vault Swapper or one thing, and this entire formation, yeah, exactly, Kite Rider. This entire formation is just getting zapped. So I'm not the biggest fan of this blocking these gates. I think it's worth hitting the gate, but I'm not sure if this surrounding the gate's actually that worth it, because this is the game plan that Storm Goblins love. They love you clumping up, especially with low health commons of cloaks. All right, stream looks good. Ooh, this is amazing. We're getting a Moto Boots Sniper. I'm all for this. Though maybe not against this matchup. But a nice Into the Shadows. Again, against any other faction, this looks amazing. But at least they're able to get a lot of damage on Thrak, so super cool play. Super cool play. Thrak also, at 8, is just always scared against cloaks. Sorry, guys. I wasn't looking. Interesting. Hopefully they do. Yeah, the attack. If you attack with this Kite Rider first, you might kill the other Kite Rider. I was a little bit afraid of them doing the improper. Okay, they're able to kill it though. The improper attack order would have been devastating there. Pretty offensive gates. I think this gate structure kind of favors Storm Goblins, though. I think ideally you'd want your gates a little far back, just because this gate structure kind of incentivizes clumping, and that's the game which Storm Goblins wants to play here, is clumping. Okay. Nice play, especially with this Kite Rider. The sad thing is if this thing got a special, a little bit greedy, if this thing got a special, then the Witch would only be at 1. But I can see wanting to go for it, because then you get the bandit kill. A little bit of a risk, but high reward, as you can see here from it not working. That said, look, if the Witch hit it for 1, that's fine also. It's not that big of a deal. Nope, sorry, let me see how OBS is. Cool. It's a fun matchup, though. Double smoke bomb. I'm assuming one's going to use on this machinist. Good thing Tortugatron's doing, though, is that Vlox is still at 13, which is really hard for Storm Goblins to deal with. Interesting. Hey. Oh, nice discharge. Yeah. Good play. And grounded. Yep, very good play by G-Man. Both players are playing very well here. Hoping for the 6 dice on Izek. 6 dice. 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 6 Or no, I think you kill the gate here, definitely. I don't think it's worth trying to... Oh, this kind of looks tempting. I would not go for it, though. Oh! I would still go for the gate. I mean, maybe they just get lucky and get the 3 for 3 now. I think the gate is more worth it there. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Because the gate would remove a lot of tempo from Storm Goblins. You were going to submit a replay, but your opponent already beat you to it. All right, I'm excited, Nestle. All right, guess the 1 for 1. A little bit greedy. That's the G-Man. I would attack the gunner 100% before that. Oh, I see what there's because they have the witch, so they don't need to. That makes sense. Makes sense. I'm not thinking. G-Men did the correct play. They did the correct play. But yeah, this is why I'm saying that this kind of position is very favorable. Like these gate positions are very favorable to Storm Goblins. At least the gate goes goes down here. But ooh, we got this is a cool stack of snipers. The sniper stack. I always love seeing unconventional cloaks. What cloaks could look like if Moto Boots gunner or hand canning machinist was not or machinist was not allowed or nerfed. A little bit dangerous for Thrak here. A little bit greedy by G-Man. This Strider should be up here. I know they want to kill the sniper, but a bit risky. I guess the idea is that if Thrak can hit the sniper, then you have this avenue. Yeah, this is just a little bit risky unless you have grounded and like go over here. Oh no, they don't. They don't. Here it comes. Here it comes. This is so cool. We saw the Moto Boots sniper and then the Moto Boots bandit. Oh boy. I mean, this is a super solid play. Even if they don't kill Thrak here, Storm Goblins only have the tools to do 10 damage to Vlox in a turn. Yeah, very cool by Tortugatron. And they get the free magic from the bandit. They could have also put Vlox back, but this is more threatening. I like it. Oh, and they have the sniper in hand. Big plays. This is a great... Hey, Nolan, how you doing? This is a fun game. Oh, they have the gate. Okay, that makes sense. I was going to say this is a little bit dangerous for Thrak. Moto Boot Bandit. Good thing is that Vlox can go back here next turn. That we're going to have hand cannon bandit. If only. Hand cannon bandit. That's the dream right there. Moto Boot hand cannon bandit. After they're gonna nerf it so only machinist can't have hand cannon, and then hand cannon gunner will be the, or sorry, hand cannon bandit will be the next meta. Can someone please explain to me Simpson to me? I don't get it. Yeah, sure. After this game, Eden, I can. You mean its abilities, or what do you mean? Or are you trolling me? kind of scary, but nice defensive positioning by G-Man here. This game's going down to the wire. Vlox being high health here, though, helps a lot, though these units are both dying next turn easily. And then we can get a Sin maybe kill here. Well, you need two Sin, so you basically need Sin, come back here, and then the slow progression of Sin. It'll be like a counting clock into G-Man's device of Sin just slowly walking up the board. Why would anyone summon Sin? I mean, it's a 6-2 for 0. That's the reason why. 6-2 for 0, so good. So this is a cool play by G-Man. They basically realized that nothing can move 3 spots with only 1 card in Tortugatron's hand. Especially because both Moto Boots have been used already. The issue is... Is there an issue? 1, 2... Yeah, Eden, but most of the time you're going to keep Sin in a position where it's not easy to kill. Like, most of the time, Sin is... Okay, after this game, I'll tell you my thoughts. Sin win. Yep. Oh, we get the double Sin win. You're right, Nestle. The dream. Sick ending by Tortugatron. We get the double Sin ping for the win. I wasn't even thinking about that. For you, Eden, a 2-6 for 0 is like incredible. Like, that's like a really good card. Even though it gives us 2 back. To your opponent, it's also relatively easy to keep alive, usually. In the sense of that this synergizes with Dagger, where it can easily, if it's in the back of the board, it can go back to your side of the board. That's the first thing. The other thing is that Dagger can always swap with it, or Vlox can swap with it to put it into a position where it can't die. So Sin is just like a really good card, which is, if you play correctly around it, like you don't want to put Sin out there so it can die the next turn, unless like you're really behind on board state. But 0-6-2 is just like really hard for opponents to deal with, especially if you place it correctly and make sure it only can be attacked at most like once or twice. yeah. Sin win. You were right, Nestle. That was a sick ending to this game by Tortugatron. In a game which, if that didn't happen, they probably were going to lose, to be honest. I'm not sure. Yeah, G-Man already had 5 cards. It's probably a loss without that. Sick ending. Sick ending. I mean, Tortugatron could have also done it slowly, maybe. No, probably not, actually, because they probably could have blocked these 2 positions if they weren't able to get it. So, very nice play by Tortugatron. And also, Dagger wasn't used once that game. Dagger was thrown away at some point. Yeah, I don't remember when Dagger was discarded. I wasn't paying attention, but Dagger was never summoned that game. Yeah, very fun game. Fun matchup. Fun matchup. Alrighty. Normally you'd agree with Eden, but since is sick in this matchup, I also lost to her in my game. Yeah, I could see that. But you think Purse Warden, that Simpson in general is overrated? Like in non-Storm Goblin matchups? Okay, let's see. Do we want to watch the new factions, or do we want to watch... let's finish up with Shoots replay, and then we can go to the new factions afterwards. That way we've went through once, everyone. Hello, look, Shoots has a Grove game. I know that makes you excited, Eden. We'll watch it. Alright, BRB, 1 minute. Gonna put some food on the stove. Got some German sausages tonight. Should be yummy. Oh yeah, BRB. All right, I'm back. Let's see if stream's good. Should be good. 6 HP isn't that much, honestly. Yeah, that's true. 6 hit points, a lot of factions can do that in 1 or 2 attacks, especially because they know they're going to get 3 magic back, or I guess 4 magic back, if they kill it. I think it's definitely, like, you don't want to just put it out there. It's definitely situational. But, I mean, 2-6 for 0, and especially with its ability, I think it's fine. It could be that it has less uses when Cloaks gets nerfed or, like, adjusted, and it's more situational, which I think is a better design for most champions in general. But me personally, at least, I don't see it as anything bad. I think it's at most. I think it's a positive part of the deck. But I guess I could argue it for. I could see the argument for it being like a neutral aspect where it's not necessarily keep against certain factions. When I play Simpson, she usually ends up hidden in the back row before I can get the bounty. Yeah, that's what I usually see. Also shoots is that like I might hit it Simpson once, but then it's just I'm unable to access it for the rest of the game. Oh, it's against OD, and we can see the CH cards. I am dreaming, Eden. Yeah, this is a bad matchup, right, for Tree. Normally, what do you put the talents? King of the Summer. Okay, I'm excited. I also want to see this bookish bleep out. Well, fuck, you know. I can curse on Twitch, right? Yeah, I think so. I guess as long as on YouTube I say it's not for kids. All right, we have Seasons in the starting hand. This is, I think, generally seen as one of the harder matchups for Nimid. Just because Balzahar loves, like, Nimids in general, unless they, are able to get Seasons out early, a pretty low damage faction on summoners specifically, especially ranged summoners, which don't need to get in there. So usually you can have like 1 or 2 turns where your summoner's getting hit by Grove and you're still fine. Also, Balzahar, because of Volcanic Blast, just loves clumped up units, and that's what Nimid kind of needs to do, or what Nimid likes doing. So usually volcanic blasts in this matchup get a lot of value. You think it's a bad matchup, Shoots? When OD go first? Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. Volcanic Blast just sounds so good. As well as Berserkers are probably just really good. Just clumped up formations in general for Balzahar. Feel good. All right, so they go first. Trying to kill this guard, I'm assuming. Oh, they have the willpower also. Okay. That's very clutch. Especially if they get the 3 out of 3 here. Yeah. No, so now they can just get the 2 out of 2. Yep, and then they can hit the Seed Bearer also. Almost a perfect turn. Yep, perfect turn. Perfect turn by Balzahar. Me, who's in chat a lot. Great player. I wonder how they did last season. I'll check both of you guys. Actually, let's do it. So, able to get the gate spot. Let's just check how you guys did last season. Will we be seeing either of you in Faction Masters? Ooh, yes, we'll see me with OD. So the number 1 OD player last season, or yeah, versus shoot, you're number 1. That's sick. Number 1 Chosen Grove player this season, and last season. So hopefully we get a rematch of this in Faction Masters. Sick. So this is literally the number 1 OD player versus the number 1 tree player. Ooh. I remember Nimbit has her own red dwarf. True, they both have red dwarves. I didn't even think about that. The guard. Is it the same person, you think? Wait a second. It's like the angry brother. There must be some lore here. Like, there definitely must be some lore here. The angry brother versus the kind brother? Like the twins or something? Yeah, the two angry dwarves just facing off with each other. So nice push by Shoots. Basically, that allows it. That makes it so that Balzahar, if they want to use this Berserker, have to use a movement. And remember, you only have 3 moves per turn. I'm assuming they keep it. Yeah, they also are able to kill the Seed Bearer. Also able to get attacks. So super nice play. And then probably going to use one of the boosts to attack the sapling. A little bit of a whiff, but still able to get any damage on Nimid's always good, especially if it's free. But another perfect turn by me in terms of rolls and situation. I guess they could have rolled more on Nimid, but at least they got boost on Balzahar. All right, so we get the Summer. Interesting. They're hoping for a 2 out of 2 so the axe could kill, and then they could kill the guard instead. Makes sense. Trying to clear as many units as possible. And it's worth killing. You don't want this thing hitting 2 units at once. The tragic thing is that Nimid's going to get hit hard this turn. The good thing is that Balzahar is kind of in a situation where they have to block their own gate to attack Nimid. I guess they could push up one, but that's a little bit risky. Yeah, it's so funny that both have red dwarves. Oh, what a 4 range specials. Imagine if that was a melee attack. You'd be raging. But now Nimid and Balzahar have the same magic with a better board state by me. So very, very dangerous. OD is feeling very happy here. Nice having a guard here. A little bit harder to deal with. Also, Balzahar lost all their... I guess they rolled too many specials last turn. So now they have 0 specials left. But this Forge is doing work. I guess this is another reason why this matchup is good for Balzahar. It's really hard dealing with this Forge with the tools that Tree has. Damn, this looks super scary for you, Shoots. Yeah, this is such a battering. Agreed, Eden. Hoping for the 2 for 2 so that it kills itself the turn afterwards with the axe. It's able to get it. Sad news is that just another unit's going to get an axe next turn. Interesting. Okay, not damaging themselves using the boost instead. I guess I could see the argument. I think there's also an argument of just hurting Balzar here. Because I don't think boosts are... Ooh, I was hoping for the the double attack. I see, I see. All right, Nimid's very scared here. And also, Mi is doing a good job of not getting an uproot range. But now is able to get super value off this uproot. This is like the dream, getting 2 cost. Like, this is like ideally what you use uproot for. Killing a 2 cost unit for free at full health. Or the 2 cost units at full health with it. Sometimes you can get more value, but I think you're very happy if you're able to kill that, especially because it's equipped with an axe. Alright, how do you survive the next turn shoots? That's my question. How do you survive? So this allows them to attack sideways. Okay, so it gets 1 boost, but perfect rolls. Okay, so the Volcanic Blast, you are dead. But luckily they don't have Volcanic Blast. Alright, but you're in like this is like do or die here. But you're able to get the seasons and you're able to get the spring, which means you're able to move some stuff. Get the Nimid attack with uproot. Get Nimid to a nicer place back here so you can get double blockers. Get the summer. Makes sense going for the forge. Sadly, you whiff on it, but even any damage, it's 1 less equipment which can be equipped to there. Is able to get some nice damage on Balzahar. If this was any other faction outside of Tree, you might feel decent here, just because your summoner could actually move out of the way. But because you're playing Tree, you still this Tree's staying here for another at least 2 turns. You can't watch Eden. Eden asks you, yeah, would you have uproot to the side? That's a good idea. Like, the idea Eden's talking about is that if Nimid is here, that kind of forces Balzar to be right here to shoot. This is kind of like a dream position for Nimid in a lot of ways, so you don't just you don't keep getting pegged by shots. Yeah, it's a champion. Oh, so Mi finally gets the forged 1 turn too late, but it's able to kill the seasons. This is a super value here, even though they kill their own forge. But this looks super scary for Nimid. How do you deal with this? Shoots. Oh, nice. Gets the Sworn here. And then you have double Autumn, so you can protect yourself. I like that play. That's a nice play by you. Get another Autumn. You block the gate spot. Okay. I guess you're hoping for not another Volcanic Blast. I mean, I guess they could Volcanic Blast you either, so it doesn't matter. You did the correct play. Gets the 3 for 3. Ooh, the whiff into the Volcanic Blast. Tragedy. GG's. That was a great game. That was a great game. Shoots. Thanks for the replay. Night of Summer. Yeah, that just looks like a hard matchup, to be honest. Yeah, it's always hard to deal with because it's your only movement tool, but at the same time, it's also one of your best. Like you can get so much value from uproots. That was a fun replay though. The best or the number one on ladder OD player versus the number one tree player. Number one on ladder tree player. We should have a DQI versus shoots tree versus tree like a 5 game series. Eden would love that. The two best tree players playing each other. Damn. What a game. Alright, let me see how my... Hey, Jaxic, how are you doing? Yeah, I can see that. You just hope they don't have the right cards and just uproot forward. It's just a hard matchup, it seems like, for a tree. Alright. Give me 1 minute and we can go to the new factions. Or maybe... I'll think about it. I'll think about it while I'm preparing my dinner. Give me 1 second, guys. Hello. Okay, it worked. I see shoots. I didn't even realize that. Let's go back to that turn. Nope. So they had to hit a 4 out of 5 and then also get boosts to kill Summers. Otherwise, you'd have been able to. I see. So here. Okay, let's see. So Seasons dies here. And so the only way Seasons, so they get the 1 boost here. I see what you're saying. You're completely right. Yeah, they had to basically. This is very lucky. So let's see if they didn't hit this. What would have happened the turn afterwards? Oop. So yeah, most likely you most likely you would have won. Damn. Yeah, no shoots, you would have won if this didn't happen. Maybe not. Because this would have probably died. This would be down to 1. So you'd have to hit a. Balzahar would have been down to 1 basically. Because most likely they still have Volcanic Blast. Yeah. But yeah, that is super lucky. Because that'd be down to 1 most likely. Am I missing something? No, you're right. They would have been down to. Most likely they'd have died. Because then the Seed Bearer would have been able to attack, so you'd get 4 dice. So basically 10 dice on 8. No, sorry, because it would be able to get 1 more, right? So it would be. What's the odds of that? Let's see. 60% kill shot. Yeah, I see. Because you'd have been 7 sword, and then you would have been 4 bow. Yeah, a little bit higher, right? Yeah, because this would have went up. Oh, because this is season. Sorry, my bad. So this would have still been 6. Or am I wrong? Yeah, it would have been 6 sword because you don't have summer. My fault. Yeah, because summer goes away. You're completely right. Yeah, no, that's super unlucky. What are the odds of that actually? Let's see. So 5 special. So 2 boost is 50, so it's basically a 50-50 there, and then you also need to hit the 4 plus is 45, so it's like a 20% chance basically. Yeah, the sapling still dies. Because I think he most likely Nestle he still would have even if he didn't kill Seasons, he still would have done Volcanic Blast, right, to kill the sapling. Oh, true. Yeah. Balzahar would lose the boost. True. Great point, guys. Great point. Yeah. So sapling would most. There's also the chance that sapling would have lived because Balzahar would have lost it. So it's less than 20% chance. It would have been like, yeah, probably like in the tens. Yeah. Remove 1 boost. Yeah, exactly. So it would have been exactly if they didn't hit it. Interesting. So interesting how Summoner Wars works in that way. Could Balzar have run away? Let's see. So it'd be this turn. I guess, but then Nimbus is just chilling, right? And you have a full HP Seasons, might go down to 2. But Balzahar has never been the best at like long games, really. Balzahar's commons are kind of shit if Balzahar is not involved. You mean this turn, Eden? Yeah, and the Seasons would have chased Balzahar if it ran away. Eden is a scared Balzahar. All right. Um, let's watch some new factions, I guess. I'm thinking about maybe when League is over, I might go over all my D1 games. I think that might be fun for myself and for others. It's just crazy how close D1 is. Oh, Prophet just got 2-0. Interesting. By Orange Laz, looks like. Yeah, Orange Laz 2-0 Prophet. And what matchup? Tundra or Command Varga. Yeah, those are both like specialties of OL, so that makes a lot of sense. Damn, it looks like it's going to be a Massimo versus OL finals potentially. Or a tiebreaker. That'd be sick. I need to win my game. So who still has games with Massimo? It's me and someone else. Me and Prophet. I need to watch how these Storm Goblins are winning, to be honest. I didn't actually think that this was... Storm Goblins had a chance in this matchup. Who knows? Maybe later. Hit and then run far away. Damn, D1 is... it's coming down to it. I'll do my best OL to make sure that Massimo is tied with you so we can get a nice tiebreaker. That'll be fun. Damn. Damn. Yeah, I thought ST was going to be terrible, and then yeah, no, maybe I should do a stream on that, to be honest, because I'm an ST lover, but I honestly thought Cloak should be winning that. ST can outswarm Cloaks, quick knock blocks, then go safe. Yeah, no, that's what I'm curious. I need to watch the replays because I'm curious if people are just playing it wrong. Like, I think Cloak's literally just like the way to play it is to literally just get super machinist and then just ping with blocks and force Thrack to get into like you can't clump as Cloaks. But look, I don't know. Maybe I have a complete misinterpretation of the matchup. What is it currently? Let's see. Around 50-50. But interestingly enough, at higher, yeah, it's basically 50-50. Because I thought you just get like, I mean, maybe if you don't get super machinist early, it's a little bit hard. Because in my game versus Nestle, I just got like the first turn, so I felt bad for Nestle there. Turn one super machinist is always not fun for any faction. Especially because I went first. Yeah, true, and you actually have to hit your range dice. That's a good point. You try to play further outside and got bullied. Yeah, we both got super machinist turn one. When we turn two, yeah. Those are fun games. Yeah, maybe just if you get super machinists, it becomes a little bit easier. All right. Yeah, I think I'll do another stream where I go over my replays because I think there's a cool one which I had versus Massimo today, which is I think is very. I think it's a good learning lesson, I guess, for people, for myself and for other people. But I'll do that later. Okay. Next, let's do some new factions, because this is actually the most important thing for me, because I have no idea how these factions work. So I'm going to go into Turtle Surprise, and people are going to pick this against me, and I'll just have no clue. Alright, Combolicious by R.D. Burry. How do I pronounce this name? R.D. Burry's 83. But great player. They've always been super high on the ladder, always done really well. I'm not sure if they play tournaments or not, but they're always very active on the forums and always have great games. And now everyone will pick them against you. Yeah, I feel it shoots. I completely agree with you. I think tilting is something hard not to do sometimes in this game. It's because it's a luck-based game, so sometimes you will whiff. And then after you whiff, you feel like the game's hopeless. And you just like rage play your turn and you just lose. And it's like when you look back at it, the turn which you rage played, you had options, right? All right, so we got the double. The double, so he has both tempo and balance, so he can get behind the sniper is the idea. That's cool. But the whiff, sad. This faction makes no sense. I have no idea what's happening, to be honest, on my screen currently. It has to be within 2 to convert, so it could have converted, but why would you convert? Just do 2 damage, or like a 2 range dice to a summoner at 13 health. Decides to clear it, which I think is the right play. Gets the fox in there. And then does the fox go back? Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, I used versatile in the move phase and realized I clicked through the move phase and build phase and there was an attack phase. That's funny, shoots. Ooh, that's the second 1 for 3 in a row. Why don't you get the fire? I mean, I guess you have to keep the fighter there, but couldn't you move the fighter over here to keep it more safe? A little bit of a misplay, I think, because fighter could have went over here, and then the Mind Knight. There's no free attack here, is my point. We also get this dude. What the hell does this dude even do? Let's see. First time a friendly illusionary unit that's adjacent diagonal to this unit is destroyed by an opponent a turn, the opponent does not gain magic. Oh, interesting. That sounds really good. 5. I still have no clue how these things work. Alright, let's see. This looks a little bit scary, though. Nice use of Fent to get this gate spot. Though I guess the question is, like, is it worth just moving here? So no, because then it can still attack. So preventing the gate spot is definitely worth it there. I'm wrong. Ooh, we got the necklace. Oh my god, this summoner has rolled like shit. I think it's 2 for 9. Range dice. Range dice are so bad. SC is the spectral cloud, so the ghost kittens. Like I'm so bad with names. Ooh, the whiff. So this thing has to be adjacent, or is it within a certain amount of spaces? Let's see. Adjacent or diagonal. So okay. So this fox technically would not have given any magic, but they whiffed on it. So this thing is dead at the start of the turn afterwards. I see. Good use of that. Okay. Pushes it. It dies. Oh, so it dies at the start of your turn. I see. Because you're discarding the card then. I feel like these gate positions are good against this faction. Do they hit? Ooh, the whiff. That's an important whiff, probably. So, Unleash, I still have no idea how it works, to be honest. How does Unleash work? Someone please tell me. Because I tried attacking and then unleashing. But I don't think that's how it works. Oh, we got the octopus! I didn't even realize we're at octopus sighting. So I'm assuming its ability doesn't work with itself. Oh, this is the dream. We get an octopus. And then this thing, which I think was a movement ability, right? Yeah. surrounding the gate, probably going to kill the gate, but luckily they have a gate in hand, and they also have a giant octopus. Like, how the hell are you supposed to deal with a giant octopus? The question is, do you move this and just give them 3 boosts? Probably not, right? Oh, they're not even going to let you. That was probably a mistake right there, right? Because now this octopus gets 2. 2 free. And you gotta put the gate right here. Oh, okay, that's a kind of a risky gate, I feel like. Don't you put it right here? Oh, the 2 special at the end! 2 special! Sorry, I haven't been reading chat. I should read in a second. Oh, sorry, guys. I think that was a misplay by Alistair there. This octopus has gotten some good value. Alright, we got that one. And then you get the gate spot. Oh, interesting. What's happening here? This looks like a big play. Target a friendly, place the... Oh, cool, cool, cool. Within 2 spaces. Oh. Oh! Oh, this is a sick combo. How the hell are you supposed to even... I'm gonna lose so many games to this, and I'll be like, what happened? What a combo. That's a sick combo. Alright, let's see. Let's rewind it so we can go over that a little bit. That's a sick combo. That just came out of nowhere. So Saga, yep. This moves, keeps it there because it doesn't need to. It also wants to give a double attack, but then has the plunge to go over here. And then the plunge to within. What a play! What a play from full health to 0 in a turn. Octopus. All I learned from this game is Octopus is broken. Move phase flunger. Yeah. It's build phase, right? Let's see. Yeah, you can't move after plunge is basically your point. You haven't summoned Watu. It might be because why you're not doing so well. 8. We need a 10. I agree, shoots. What were you guys saying? SC is the most fun faction to CH. People are figuring out how to play against them. Per says, I think SC are another polarizing one. If they have a strong range game or... yeah, they feel like... I agree. They feel like, at least from my initial impression, they feel like kind of like Forged or like Sand Golems where they're very unique. You kind of have to play around them. Unleash tactically just adds a boost and gives you 2 more attacks per turn. Oh, I see. But like, I attacked once with my summoner and then used Unleash, and I wasn't able to attack with them again. Maybe additional attacks you have to do after? Not sure. They remind me of playing Sand or Storm Goblins. Many ways, punching summoner in a good counterplay, more polarizing matchups than normal, weak blockers. Yeah, I agree, shoots. But Purses, they almost have a Crimson Order level. Econ game can last a lot longer. Slow rolling units not playing much or anything for them. I see. They have to be new units. I see what you're saying, shoots. Okay, that's what I misread. I thought any 2 units can double attack. It ups the number of attacks you do per turn, Jexic says. Okay, yeah. No unit can attack twice. I realize they're 888 because they're an octopus. That's a great. You're completely right, Nestle. Eden's very late to the party. Or Nestle's very late to the party. They should have like 8 tails or something, but I guess it was too much to draw. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I'm assuming, for lore reasons, I'm gonna assume they don't have a leg in the back. So it's 3 legs and 5 tentacles. Yeah. And that'll be 8. 8 limbs also. So perfect. All right. I left this game being more confused than I was originally. Good sign. So Combolicious is completely right. Purse Island Might Granny Plight. Ooh, that's a great title, Purse. Island Might Granny Plight. Great name. All right. Nestle versus, is this the replay you wanted to put in, Nestle? That's funny. So Nestle was like, I wanted to put a replay in, but then I realized someone already did. Let's watch this game. I know Nestle is enjoying the lizards, he told me. Or they told me. Well, this is cool. You can do attack, go behind, attack, go behind. Sick combo. With the whiff. Oh, cool. This was your live league game? I think I rejoin live league next season. Maybe play a new faction. Oh, this took almost a full 90 minutes. I can see from the sidebar. Nice positioning here. Especially if the sniper died. You can attack through these things. Interesting forward gate. I like it. So the granny can't smack you without using an advisor and getting into like a bad position. I guess the interesting thing about these new factions, they both have like super high burst potential. Gets the 2 for 2. I was kind of skeptical of this summoner, but it's really good. 3-5 with all that movement. Crazy range. Ooh, we got some nice crap knight. Crab Knight action. The summoner will be taking 1 less damage this turn. Ooh, Edia gets really low really quickly. Damn. And you don't really have good counterplay here, or at least a one-shot Meko. But yeah, I don't know what the kill threshold is really with turtles. I would have no clue. But you're probably safe where you are currently, Purse. If I had to guess. Sako Undo was not a suicide, yeah. A suicide mission to get ED as low as possible. Nice, and is able to get the 1 damage on the summoner. And then learn. Woo, we got the donkey gates. The stack of gates. I like it. Sages are so good. They have to be like on the upper half of commons. Like they're definitely not as good as like Biomancers or like Ember Cogs, but they're definitely up there. Sages are just like so efficient. 3/4s with exploit, so good. Oh, you just stole Island with Blurrin? My bad, my bad. I didn't even realize that. Let's see, let's see. So how did I miss that? So what did I miss? Let's see, let's see. Sorry. I was focused too much on how good Sages were. That was not focusing on the game. So slow. So slow. Alright. So you get this, and then you use I see, I see. It was active, and so you got it because of yeah. An Island Might on Edea sounds so scary. Because you just place Learn, so it's going to end that turn, so you get it. Makes sense, makes sense. Makes sense. So you potentially have 16 dice with Edea at any given moment. Yeah, Island Might inside is insane. Alright, you kill the crab. Get damage on the stage. Push it back so it can't use exploit. Ooh. No insight this turn, but you could potentially get, what, 19 dice? Yeah, it's interesting because it lasts till your turn, so it might be worth keeping learns just in case they use, or keeping learns to prevent them from using Island Mites, or from being too scared to use Island Mites. Sage whiffs. Good points in chat. Alright, so we're gonna get, ooh, this is a cool play by, gets the gate next to the dancer, so now it can go into a safe position if they want to. Dancers are so strange. I don't know how to play around this, to be honest. My brain is broken. Armor. Okay. We get Seek. Trying to get some good card draw. You're also way ahead on cards here, Purse. So low on health, but very ahead on cards. Blocking the gate. Also getting a forward gate here, which the Nestle needs to block. I guess you don't want to kill this gate in case any type of shenanigans happen. Some type of force shenanigans. Were both necklaces already used? Oh, I guess there's one necklace here. Or no, it's only one. Able to get the hit. Okay, you don't have that many cards left, but you have a lot of high health units on the board. And Eddie is also low, so your summoner can do more. The idea was to keep starting him with cards. Yeah, that makes sense, Purse. That makes sense. Just try to maximize your advantage. You get the 3 for 3, nice. And then get some nice magic by killing the gate. I like it. I like it. Interesting game where all these gates are in this corner. Eddie is kind of forced into this corner. Okay, you have a lot of cards, which you've drawn. Able to use the dancer, gets the dancer out of danger. Basically, Purse doesn't want Eddie to be able to shoot and then get back. Basically, get some free damage. All right, interesting game. We get the Scholar. Interesting, trying to just clear your hand, I'm guessing. Okay, I'm not sure if you wanted to kill this thing or not. At least you got the magic. Okay, we get some cool dancer plays here. Goes back, another attack. And then you go down here, I'm assuming? Oh, I guess there. Oh, it has to be adjacent, so it'd have to be either here or here. Makes sense, makes sense. Okay. Long lines to negate range advantage. Nice knight, making sure a scholar can only be attacked one place. Hopefully killing this dancer. As well as the knight's in a nice position where you kind of need to move without range. If you want to do any swords to this, you have to move and lose a card. Especially because you probably want to block this gate spot as Nestle, if you can. But now Purse is down to 7, so I'm assuming a Katu turn coming up. Able to kill a scholar. Yeah, I guess Nestle has maybe the idea with this faction is to really be aggressive with your discards and just get good tempo on the board, because your units, if you're able to get them on the board, are very bulky and pretty strong. Alright, so we get Katu out. Nice position for the dancer to get a free damage. The whiff, but maybe a 2 for 2. Yep, nice. Nice, nice. This is a close game. Especially with Katu out. Both of you guys down to your last hand. Nestle a little bit ahead on board state. I guess outside of Katu. But has more cards. But Purse One has Katu. And then curious what their last 2 cards are. Maybe another Might. They kept the Might. Okay, get the Knight. Having all that damage on Edia from 1 turn's worth of attacks left me never feeling safe from Granny Death Door, yeah. Nestle Siege did a good job keeping me off advisor setups, so I lost a bunch of those early. Yeah, that's interesting. Because yeah, no, when Eddie is low, you feel like advisors are kind of useless, so it's easy to discard them. But in a position like this, you might want it just to have an all-in attempt on the Raku Maku, but it doesn't feel like keeping them early for that reason. All right, Cat 2 gets in there. Kills the Dancer. One card left. We do have Giant Octopus coming out, though. Oh, baby. Once per turn, your summoner resolves an extra attack. Does Katu just get destroyed this turn? Let's see. Oh, no. Giant Octopus versus Old Man. Oh, and the 8! The 8 for 8. Damn. Didn't even need Island Might. Didn't even need it. Sad, we don't see Eddie throwing 16 dice multiple times in a row. Agreed. Katu just got destroyed. So, who was saying they were having a hard time? Jexic? Yeah, Jexic. It seems like all the games that we've seen Turtles win, there's always been an octopus. So clearly, you need an octopus to win with the lizards. Octopus is necessary. If you don't see Watu in a game, that means you're going to win. Alrighty. Let's do. So we did these two. Let's do Beans one then. And then Shoots and Bookish, and then call it a night. And then we can watch the rest. I'll try to be either tomorrow. I'll stream the rest of these. I'll have 3 ideas for tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll either be streaming the rest of these games, or if Massimo's down, we'll do the tiebreakers for League. We'll cast them together. Or if not that, I might do the League games. We'll see. One of those 3 options. So either way, I should be streaming tomorrow unless something crazy pops up. Maybe earlier in the day. We'll see. All right. So Bean versus me. We've seen me twice as the OD. I didn't realize me was an OD lover. This is why I need to public queue more. Oh, number 1 OD. 8th overall, just with OD. I want to see me number 1 overall with just OD played. That'd be sick. That would be sick. Alrighty, let's watch this matchup. This seems like a super explosive matchup. We have 2 like summoner heavy decks. This combo just seems nuts. Dancer. And then Raku just goes in the back. Yeah. The Answer is a fun card. I wonder if it's seen as one of the top commons after a couple of after people can play around with it a little bit. Okay, get the demon out. Oh, nice. Hellforge. Hellforge on. Oh, double Hell. I was going to say, don't you Hellforge the demon? Then I realized I have double Hellforge. Makes sense. Because I think normally you would. No. You'd Hellforge. There's an argument for either. We'll say it that way. Oh, what a whiff. Tragic whiff. Sometimes it's hard when you're live casting to completely get the idea down. Yeah, Nestle won Eden. They completely. Katu just got like destroyed within a single turn to Giant Octopus, plus double attacking Summoner. Okay, Beam goes in the corner. Trying to bait Balzar in. Or not bait, but wants to play more. And they're half. Also, I'm not sure what Bean's hand was. I wasn't paying attention. Maybe they had a very not the best hand for the situation. Alright, you can do some cool tempo things here, right? Attack. Gets it. Goes behind, I'm assuming, yeah. An attack, hoping for the 2 for 2, so nope, whiff. Oh, but is able to get out of the way, that's cool. Dancers are so cool. I'm still my brain is still not used to how they function. This Berserker is doing work. Oh, it gets the 4 out of 4. Oh, perfect dice. That's absolutely perfect dice. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. Hey guys, what am I seeing in hand again? A giant octopus? If there's another win. Jexic was completely right. Does Bean keep the giant octopus? I'm assuming he does. Oh, the whiff! What a whiff! But at least he gets the 3-on-3 there. Will Bean keep the octopus? That is the question. Discard the plunge. Ooh, keeps both. Nice. You see Volcor. But what is Volcor to a giant octopus? Ooh, willpower also. This is a really clean turn by me, or very nice hand by me. Do they get the boost also on Volcar here? They do, but they don't get the kill. We get the crab knight. The range dice this game have been really good for both players. Very clutch. Crab knight. No! I like how Bean is desperately trying to get enough mana to summon this octopus. And to be fair, octopus seems really good in this matchup. Ooh, what a whiff. That's a crazy whiff. Oh, but that's a crazy roll also. My god. These rolls are nuts this game. Boost plus. Here we get the might. The might of the island. So 8 dice. Let's see. So Volcor is already at max, so I'm not going to gain any more health from there. But it's able to kill another unit. But the unit it's going to be able to kill is not anything crazy. It's going to be able to kill a fighter. And next turn we get giant octopus. Oh my god. So what's the game plan here by me? Do they have a blast? Oh, I see. They're going to guard. That makes sense. It's a guard attack. Whiff. I see. Yeah, get the octopus in there. Oh, this also hits Balzahar. That's nuts. That's nutty. I haven't because it's diagonal also. Diagonal. I can't pronounce anything today. Or ever. That's the 2 for 2. Kind of risky Bean might have died next turn if that Volcar survived there, to be honest. If he didn't hit the 2-for-2 there with a volcanic blast. Going all in. All in on the octopus. Must be a volcanic blast. Otherwise, this is how you play this matchup. Alright, needs to pray for the 3 out of 3 and the boost. Ooh. Quite the whiff. Quite the whiff. I like it though. It's the balls of our way. So all I'm seeing from all these replays is that if you summon Giant Octopus, you win the game. Literally in 3 out of 3 replays. So when I play against the lizards, I will... oh, I didn't realize it hits your own units also. That's hilarious. Good to know. That's a fun game. Fun game. All right. Octo impressive. And then in Bookish also, release the Kraken. 1 health is all it takes. True. Great names. Spectral Blob. Alright, hopefully this is a Fox game. Because hopefully all I've learned right now is how lizards can win. Which basically is octopus. Alright, Shoots versus Red Hawk. Did Red Hawk end #1 cloaks last season? Let's see. Oh no, they ended #2. Okay, after we go, how many replays do we still have? One more. After we go through these replays, let's look at who might be in Faction Masters. Yeah, Octo has some cool finishes. Oh, it only hits enemy cards? How did Bean's Gate die then? Oop, well sorry, I spoiled. Let's see. What killed Bean's Gate? Oh, never mind. Sorry, that was Balzahar's Gate. Damn. I see. Oh, I see. I missed that. So me had basically killed all the gates. So if they were able to kill Walto, they most likely would have won unless Bean had another Island Might, which I don't think he had. He used one. Yeah, he's both. So nice play by me if they were able to kill, but it was kind of all in because they would have had to hit the... It was very Balzahar, let's say that, where they would have had to hit the 4-on-4 and then also get boost. But cool play. Let's go back to Shoots' replay. Fox replay, which is cool. Go. Sorry, I was reading a text. All right, let's see. So it's Cloaks versus Faye. How are you doing with them so far, Shoots? Doing well. Top 8%. Are you playing a lot of Phoenix Elves also? Number 5, Phoenix Elves player. I guess Phoenix Elves are kind of relaxing to play. They seem relaxing. All right, we get the Stag. Once per turn, during a turn, this move exchange places. Okay, interesting. I need to get this forward gate. That's cool. able to get the 3 out of 3 and fade away. So really cool first turn by Shoots. Basically just clearing the board, getting an aggressive gate. Can't really hope for much more. I guess you're a little bit afraid if they have some type of Moto Boots play. Moto Boots into the shadows surround. there's a small chance that your summoner ends up in a bad position, but overall, really good play. And also, the Machinist would die then, so even if they're able to do a lot of damage and surround you, the Machinist is dead the turn afterwards. Alright, able to get damage on Summoner. Mind Witch. So are you able to possess the Gunner here? It does look like it. That's hilarious, actually. Oh, you played 3 Phoenix Cells? I guess it's early in the season, so if you won all those 3, you'd be pretty high up. Or even if you just won 2. Also because you're ranked number 1, so the people you're playing are probably very high MMR or high elo, so you probably win a lot of elo or faction elo if you win. Oh, we get the nice triple Gunner stack. Ooh, and they hit it. That's big. With hand cannon. Oh, look at these dice. What are these dice? Oh my god, this looks so doomed. That was crazy dice. 3 out of 3 into 4 out of 4 into 2 out of 3. Nuts. Yeah, your summoner was a little bit exposed there. True. And Red Hawk was able to punish it. Okay, going for the attacks. Do you convert here first? No. You just attack the Gunner, right? Oh, you do convert. Okay. Get some damage on... Oh, kill a sniper. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, and then you have the Unleash again. So the Stag hasn't attacked yet. So it gets to attack. I see. I see. Nice play. Shoots. And then here you're hoping for not another, or not into the shadows Moto Boots play. Damn, the blocks has been rolling well. But a little bit scary here, right, for blocks? This looks kind of scary. I don't know what those foxes do, but I just know they can do a lot of damage. Are you going for the 6 dice? Looking like... Oh, no, you don't go for the 6 dice, because if they had Into the Shadows, you just lose afterwards. Yeah, so this is smart by you. Because here they would need a Machinist plus a Moto Boots. Yeah, smart. Very smart by you. Shoots. Okay, so how do you deal with it here? You need to get the Fox in there. Oh, I forgot about Split. Split's is such a cool unit, or such a cool ability. This reminds me a little bit of Storm Goblins, or like Cave Goblins, just the swarming aspect of this. Like almost all their gate spots are completely exposed. No, whiffed. But not the worst whiff. You don't really care too much about that. Outside the magic, you don't really care too much about the sniper. But nice positioning by Shoots to make sure there's no Moto Boots. Shadows shenanigans. I feel like Red Hawk had a... No, they did have a kill opportunity. Did they? No, they didn't. Did they? No, they couldn't have gone for the kill. They could have ran you down to 1 But I don't think they could have went for the kill with this hand right now. But they can get blocks out of there. I guess the kind of dangerous thing is that your Machinist is, or their Machinist is very exposed on, or Machinist. Ghost Walk once per turn. That's a cool, super cool ability. Oop, sorry. Got some dice. Able to use the boost for an extra one. And then blocks is at 1 somehow. Crazy. And then the swap. Nice swap. To prevent any type of shenanigans. You could do attack, hope for the 1 for 2. With Into the Shadows. Attack. Go for, hope for the, no, because you have to hope for like the 0 for 2. Yeah, tricky. Tricky. Bring the blocks down. I guess I put a gate here. Yeah, the double stacks. Stop both. This very nice play by you shoots. I mean, you can sort of play around it, but you have to pray for a 0 out of 2 or a 1 for 2. It's hard. 'Tis hard. Can you play around with it? Yeah, potentially, but it's a tricky play. It's like very it requires a lot of luck, I guess. Ooh, and the summon on the summon. Okay, that's cool. So what happened there? Just so that I can figure out what happened, what these guys do. I missed this turn. Let's go to the last turn. All right, so what happens here? So, okay, you summon the hawk, which pushes. And then you split it. I see. That's cool. Cool play. Very cool play. And then you're able to go for the assassination. And you it's cool you did that because otherwise you're pretty behind on board state. Or not board state, but in terms of cards. Well, you probably, yeah, I'm not sure how that deck works. That's cool though. Yeah, it's one of those factions I just need to spam a bit. Get beat a lot on. But super cool play by you. It's cool you're able to survive against cloaks at 3 health for so long. Like, that's nuts shoots. You need someone to check your work, Eden? Did you paint something? All right, last replay of the night. And then we... check out last season's leaders. We have Selendar. I used to see them play a lot, but I don't see them because they're really good. They used to play a lot of and they're also really good at Forged. It was like them and allies always playing Forged back and forth. Back when Forged came out. What is it, Eden? What is your question? 1 second. Be right back. Alrighty. That seems like a fun matchup. Forged versus Lizards. Sounds like a league matchup. Yeah, I can look at it, Eden. I mean, I don't want to help you I don't want to cheat, but I can let you know if a move is possible or not, or the chat can help you. Happy to look at it. But I guess I just won't suggest any moves. I can help you figure out if something is possible or not. Oh, the game is over? Okay. Cool. Yeah, send it. Send it to me on Discord. Oh wait, there's another replay. Peter PVZ sent me a replay today, which we should watch. So one more replay after this. Okay, let's This is what Eden said. So, what are you trying to do here, Eden? You are trying to see if you can kill their summoner, or at least get a shot with Gul'das with this hand. You have double purge. Double purge is broken. If you have double purge and like a board like this, you can do some disgusting things. Let's see. All right, so let's think. So you'd raise an archer, definitely. Raise archer. You can definitely get Gul'das here. The question is, can you also get another unit to the other side? And you're saying you can potentially get a... How would you get the warrior there? Yeah, of course. Oh, I see. You're gonna do 2 times Hellforged? Where do you get the 2 Hellforged, though? Did you already have them? Yeah, again, Discord. I'm on the Discord server, Eden. Let me load this Peter replay. Oh, these are both Hellforged weapons, you say? I see what you're saying. Sorry. Yeah, so summon warrior here. So one move is used here. Raise this. So basically you'd have an archer, or you'd have a warrior here, an archer here, this here. Move it here. Kill this thing. Move it here. Hey, Eden.
What's up? You there? Hello?
Yep. I'm here.
Hey, hang on. My volume's rubbish. There we go.
Oh wait, you
there?
don't move this thing. Yeah. Don't move this thing.
Okay,
Put it
where are
here.
you? I had to run away to find a headset. I had to scrounge it. Where are you?
Hmm?
Are you feeling good about this?
This puzzle?
Mm-hmm.
I think
Do you
I'm
need me
starting
to
to
talk
get
you
there.
through anything?
No, I think. Let me think. So basically, you summon the warrior here. You raise an archer. You would
Um.
purge this carrier.
Mhm.
Wait, no, you'd move this here. Purge the carrier. Purge this carrier. This thing dies. Archer goes here. Purge
Um.
the fox. How do you kill this thing? That's the
Okay.
main thing.
No. No, the purge comes first, right?
Yeah, purge
And
comes
by the
first.
way, if Chill Coder is watching, go away. You're not allowed to see this.
You should put
He's-
this in the puzzle. I'll chill.
Chill Coder is my new mentee, and
Oh, cool.
this is uh he sent me this,
Mm.
and I said I can get 7 bows and 8 swords on the summoner, and I'm just checking
Mm-hmm.
that I've not made a mistake because I haven't played with Fallen Kingdom in like 2 months. So
Mm-hmm.
okay, do you want me to talk you through?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, summoning phase, you raise the warrior and you
Mm-hmm.
raise where the W is, and you raise something next to Red Talus.
Mm-hmm.
Then in the move phase, you purge,
Yeah.
and then you purge all 4 of those units that I've marked,
This one, this one, this one,
right?
this one, this one. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Then you stick 2 Hellforged weapons. I don't know what phase the Hellforged weapons are, but they go
Building,
on the
yeah.
archer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, building.
Mm.
So the archer, during the purge phase, he shifts up to where that carrier is.
This one.
Then you go into the move phase. And in the move phase, the archer shifts to the left, and that disappears the fox. Then the warrior goes 2 up, and that disappears the other fox. And then Goldas goes to the left, that disappears the fox above, doesn't matter.
I see, I see. And then this
Then
goes here.
you've got the warrior. The warrior has got 6 swords,
Mm-hmm.
and then hits the mind mage. The archer shifts to where the mind mage is, and
Oh,
then you
cool.
hit Faerun twice. Does that work?
Yeah, I feel like, is there even a better way of doing that with Mind Mage? No, your way definitely
Tell me.
works. Because Purge is movement phase, right? And double Purge, you can do some disgusting stuff with it.
Yeah, I was thinking about double purge, but I couldn't see anything to do with it.
I mean, 6 dice and 4 is definitely there, but I'm trying to see if there's even more efficient. You might want to attack with Gul'das. You might want to attack Gul'das with your warrior to make sure. To make more sure. Then he kills him. Just kill your Gul'das. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense. What he's saying, I completely agree, Nestle. The Mind Mage has 4 health, right? So with the warrior, you should attack Gul'das, which only has 2. And then the archer can move to where Gul'das was.
What? Say that again?
So the way to make that better, or more likely, even though 7 on 4 is pretty likely, is you do exactly the same play, but instead of attacking the Mind Mage, you would use the warrior to attack Gul'das after Gul'das has already attacked. You get it? So Gul'das attacks.
Oh!
Yeah, so it's only 2 health then you have to go through.
Oh! Obviously, yes. Perfect.
Yep. No, agreed, Nestle. Great shot.
Although, I don't know if you'd want to do that, because let's say it fails, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's 71% chance that succeeds, but let's say it fails, then at least my way would have probably got rid of a mind mage, right?
Yeah. No, I agree.
Right?
I mean,
So
it's
there's
just
that upside, and I'd also have Goldas on the board.
if you're all in, like this guy has, I mean, the good thing is the guy has no gates or anything like that, but you do have a kill shot there, and like you said.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's smart. What is he saying? Yeah, I think you do have to win that turn. I think because look at the magic Lime's got. It's 11. I think you're screwed. So I think you got to go for it, right?
Matters if they have any gates or not, right? But I guess
They did. They had 3 gates.
Okay, so 3 gates. Yeah. Then probably.
Yeah.
Then go for it.
They're
Yeah.
about
Then you
to put
take
down
the
3
glass.
gates. All right. Okay. Cool.
Nice puzzle.
Cool.
Cool puzzle. A nice optimization.
It is good. I'm going to save it.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a little bank of puzzles for mentees that I use. I'm going to save this one.
I like it.
Cool. All right. Thanks, guys. I'll let you go. I think I need to go and look after a dog.
Sounds good. Enjoy hanging out with the dog.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Alrighty. This one we watched. This one is. Where were we? This book history play. So let's watch. So Inventor went first. Do they kill this dancer? Ooh, some early damage on the Inventor next to the Dancer, so you're pretty safe also. I like it, I like it. Nice play by Bookish. Dancers are so good. Ugh, you can do some really cool plays with that. I think that'll be the thing I need to think about the most when I'm facing the lizards is how to play around dancers. What are you putting next to this gate? Is it a cog? Are you just gonna leave the gate spot open? I'm assuming not. Yeah, gate makes sense. Nice rebuttal by Solendar. Octopus seems like it's so good in this matchup for one turn until it gets exploded the turn afterwards. But for that one turn, you potentially can destroy a lot of units. Alright, pushes up with a crab. Kind of nice in terms of ooh, what a whiff. A little bit risky. Um, hmm, damn. A little bit risky if the Ember Cog lives. I guess the idea is the Inventor is too scared to push up. But if the Inventor was higher health, you could surround Rakamoku and do a lot of damage. Attack during a move phase with Island's Might to move your summoner with tempo. Ooh, that's a cool combo. True, because Island's Might can be used on that also. That's so cool. Yeah, you can get some really crazy mobility with Island's Might Dancer. Any phase attack. So far, I'm kind of getting like a Eternal Council vibe from the lizards. Maybe I'm wrong. Coolant. What are you cooling down? The Blast Forge. Ooh, whiff. Quite the whiff. That was kind of an important roll. Well, never mind. No, you're never gonna kill that thing regardless. I forgot about Crab Knight's ability. And also that crab was at 3. Oh no, the crab was at 2. It's just Crab Knight's ability. Crab Knight. Ooh, there comes the octopus. Can you put the octopus? No, it's only on commons. I see. Whoa, 2. Huh? Octopus so good. Octopus is so good. All right. Crab Knight seems really good actually in this matchup, especially if the Inventor is already low. Yeah. Looking good. Holy moly, this octopus is getting so much value. Yeah, these gates are pretty funny. the zigzag gates. Octopus doing work. So this Magcog is dead anyways to the armor. So nice play by Bookish. Ooh, but they put the coolant on the cog. Interesting. I guess so it doesn't die. I don't think I've ever seen a coolant on a cog. That's cool because the coolant doesn't allow the cog to take damage during Solandar's turn, so it basically negates this armor. Cool play by Solandar. 3 turns of octopus attacks, my god. Oh my god, this octopus. You gonna attack your own unit here? Yep, yep. And then the 3 for 4 was that like 60% chance? But your prelate, are you safe here? It would have to be yeah, you're pretty safe there. You would need, what would you need? You would need some type of modular play with 2 magic though. Oh, it's a very good play by Bookish. Because you need a very specific hand to be able to kill Rakamoko if you whiff. Yeah. No, super cool game. Octopus did work there. Did work. Alright, on to the last replay of the night. So apparently this is a filth game, and Peter says this perfectly shows off the filth. A live game. A live league game. Oop. Let us watch it. Do, do, do. All right, G-Man versus Peter, P for Z. We got the, okay, cool, we got the new faction also. And we got the Filth, let's see. So Solid first hand has Volatile in hand. And we're going to see some, okay, Plunge, interesting. Okay, you got the cool combo here. This combo's kind of sick. Double attack. Oh, it's so many dice, that's so cool. What a sick combo by G-Man. So much damage. Because how many? That's like 9 dice. That goes for the double attack. I'm curious what you're volatiling. Okay, you have the horror mutant here. That makes a lot of sense. Horror looks really nice in this position, right next to the gate. Any ranged, it's very hard to get any ranged dice on this horror also, without being it within the visage. Nice play by Peter. Assuming there's a gate here. Oh, no gate? That's risky. Risky play there. Well, that's very G-Man. Oh, no, the dancer goes, I'm stupid. That's cool. Oh, and they get range dice that way. Okay, that's sick. Nice play. Nice play by G-Man. Yeah, that is a very tasty comment. Oh, was this the game you were trying to get us in? Yeah, this is a sick matchup. I'd have loved to, but yeah, no, I've been too busy recently. I should be less busy in a week. Cool. Pushes up Demigod, looks scary, but they have a nice hand with horror to deal with this. Ooh, the 4 out of 4 also nice. Horror to keep themselves safe. They can only really take damage from this side. Oh, with that event, maybe you can get more damage on. A nice combo with Zeal and Horrify. Okay, he's able to get out with the Dancer. Gets the Cultist out. Then we get a Shield of the Hopeful. Alright, we get the double attack potentially with Whiffed. But the fact that your summoner can get behind this gate is kind of nuts. The one problem about this play is you are completely blocking your summoning spots, especially if Demigod can move up, which we can see with the Zeal they can. I guess pushes away. I guess if they don't have flying, it's hard to get this gate spot though. Okay, we get a Zeal. Dancer is so cool. Such a cool unit. You can do some really crazy stuff with it. Get the last Zeal, so they're going to be able to get the some. Oh, okay, they use the gate. Nice. I guess it's safer. It is safer. Ooh, that's cool. The Zeal into move in front of the gate. Super cool play. Zeal is such a good ability. There's so many tools Phil has. Like, they have just so many tools for various situations. One of the reasons that they are so strong. Alright, get the winged. So you have, how many dice here? 7 dice. Yep. Looking like GG's. That was a super cool game. Nice game, Peter. I'm curious how you'd play this as the Lizards. You probably have to stay a little bit further back. I think they probably pushed up too early. But yeah, no, you did. There were some really nice turns in there. Using the vents the Filth have very effectively. Between Horrify and Zeal. The Zeal turns were both like incredible. Yeah, super cool. Super duper cool. Thanks for sharing. Alrighty. Let us look at the ladder from last season. And then we're done for the day. I'm a timeout against Wolf and Nell. My 0 MMR. I'm a what's it, account boosting. I just had no time. And I don't want to start a game with 8 hours left. Season 7, Season 6. Okay, let's see. So overall, number 1 by actually a lot was OL. Vexer, Hari, DQI, Clear Snow. I don't know who Clear Snow is. Never seen them. Dr. Doom, Shoots. Nice Shoots. Bookish. Yeah, lots of people. Burning. Massimo. I didn't realize Burning Bullets was so high up. Nice. Me is also really high up. Cool. Beastless Slumbers. See, if you're high MMR, you'll be on this chat. Davood, Bean. Davood's hilarious because I don't think he played any public queue games outside of tournament. Oh, he's been playing a lot now. Nice. Oh, that's Bean. I was looking at Davood. Bean and Davood next to each other. Great. Nestle. Yep. All right, so Breakers, we have Dead Sans. I don't know who that is. I didn't realize that Dark and Thormy played Breakers, but it does seem like they love combo decks, so it makes sense. Clearance No is Taka. Oh, cool. Dead Sans is both Cave Goblins and Breakers. Nice. Dead Sans. When did they start? Okay, they started really recently. Always cool to see new players. Yeah, they literally started Season 6. And we're doing incredibly. Nice. X King X. I don't know them either. Number 1 Cloaks. When did they start? Yeah, also Season 6. We have a few Season 6 starters, which are doing really well. That's so cool to see. Red Hawk, Philotician, makes sense. Peter, yeah. All great players. Great Cloaks players. Crimson Order, Dr. Doom, yeah. Wouldn't expect Deepwood Groaks with Vexer. I'm kind of down on Deepwood Groaks, to be honest. So I'll be curious to see how well Vexer does with them in Faction Masters this year. I'm not the biggest... I don't think they're like as bad as Vanguards, but I don't think Like I agree with like they're probably B tier faction ever since the nerfs. They just take like they're good in some matchups, but in other matchups they just feel like they take so long to get set up, and by the time you set up, you're just so far behind on board. Or maybe I'm just playing them wrong, to be honest. Digno, don't know them either. When do you guys start? Yeah, season 5 also. You have a lot of new players, which is super cool to see. Eerie, Dark and Thormy. Ooh, Eerie edged out Dark and Thormy on Fallen Kingdoms. I know this was a big race. Shamibi also, super cool to see. Dr. Doom, Filth, Clear Snow, Vexer, makes sense. I know a lot of people had absurd win rates on Filth. I know like Prophecy was like 27-0 and Vexer was like 32-0 or something nuts. Like they both had just absurd win rates on Filth. Dead Suns is new and a tear. Mains 4 factions. Gets first or second in each. That's nuts. No one was playing Filth at the end of the season. Interesting. Because I felt like maybe because they're a little bit more complicated than Frogs used to be. Because they do feel like arguably the strongest. Like you can make an argument for them being the strongest faction, but they are like they're not free wins. I guess unlike Frogs used to be. So maybe less people play them because of that. Dead Sun. Let's see. So you said they play 4 factions. Which factions do they play? Breakers, Cave Goblins, Wayfarers. Yeah, Storm Goblins. That's a cool combo also to be doing so well with. Like very great factions to start out with. Like these are like you can tell that they love aggression and also combo. Like super cool factions to main. Like you said, it's so cool to see them all high on this. See that they're high on all these factions. At least none of the ladder leaders. Interesting. I mean, it might be just like, maining Shadow Elves. It's like sometimes you don't want to play such a complex faction. Like you just want to chill and play, some Phoenix Elves. Ah, cool. So they play SC Nowls also. That's cool to see. I love aggressive players. Forge, we have X King X, newer player, Blazing Format. I know they were really good at that. Sopa Stelly, no idea who this is, but that's a cool name. Sopa Stelly. Supa Stelly. They just play Forge, that's incredible. They just play Forge, I love this. And they have a Mad Cog as their profile picture. Fungal Doors, OL, makes sense. Aaron, makes sense. Weaverism, a great player, yeah, makes sense. High Elves, DQI, yep. DQI, one of the best High Elves player. RD, Mount Vargath, OL, me, OD, as we saw, me, the best OD player. They also are like super duper high compared to, is that the highest? No, Filth looks like 430. Highest is so far 430. Me's at 429, so barely not the highest. Crazy. Chimp 4, Phoenix Elves, great player. Oh, Bean was 1 point behind. I think Bean told me that they lost the game and they would have been first if they had won it. Tragic. Polar Dwarves. I have no idea who this player is. When do you guys start? They only play Polar Dwarf. They only play Dwarf faction. That's amazing. Literally only play Dwarf factions, and they're really good with the Dwarf factions. That said, these are like polar opposites in terms of like, polar opposites, get it? In terms of like play style. So it's hilarious that they love these two factions. Maybe they just love dwarves. Yeah, I agree. Getting that high on OD is nuts, Eden. Me should be very proud. Sorry, where were we? Sand Goblins Massimo, Bookish, Dingo. I don't know who Dingo is. Are they new? It's cool to see all these newer players. Yeah, this is a newer player, also Dingo. Um, Savannah Elves. We have Peter P for Z. Yep, great player. OL. Shadow Elves Magnifico. Nice. Do they mostly? What are they spamming now? What is Magnifico spamming now? Shadow Elves and Groaks. I guess they haven't played too much though. Um, yeah, I'm curious to hear Magnifico's opinion on Groaks since the nerfs. Also, they were playing a lot of Chosen Groves. I didn't realize that, but Chosen Groves does seem like a faction Magnifico. Or, feels like Magnifico would like that. Faye, Game Bear. That's crazy. I love that. I guess Game Bear's brain works well with custom decks, so they can deal with all the crazy variations Faye have. Because I would say Faye is the one of the more complicated decks in terms of combos you can do. You can do some nuts things. So it requires a lot of like pre-thinking. Beast of the Slumbers. Sky Spear Avians. Running Bull with Dell fishing second place. Storm Goblins. Stress 10. I don't know who this is. Are they a newer player also? Looks pretty new. Yeah, no. Relatively new player. Great to see it. Dead Suns. Swamp Orcs Chimp 4. Yep. OL. Tundra Orc Nestle, as expected. I think still the highest is Filth and then OD. Crazy. Vanguards, OL, nil. Wayfarers. Bookish, yep. That's Game Bear. And then Shoots with number 1. Beating out DQI. So actually, Shoots, you were the highest MMR in a faction. Because, yeah, Filth was 1430. So you were the highest with 1440. I think they're up there, right? In terms of just overall MMR. Nerf Tree, that's what I'm hearing. Nerf Tree. Yeah, Tree might have the highest overall, like average MMR for the top 10. Just skimming, it looks that way. Or maybe, I'm assuming it's going to be Filth. Filth might be a little bit higher. But they did really well, both new factions. Makes sense. I mean, they're the two new factions, so a lot of people are going to play them. But they held their own versus the Filth, which is really cool. Maybe even higher. Yeah, Shoots did super well. And now Shoots is number 1 overall. Let's go. Wallardy's been playing a lot also. What's he playing? 2 new factions. Yep. But cool to see. Lots of new names, which is great to see. I'm excited for this year's Faction Masters. Or this season's Faction Masters. We'll see some Nestle also. Oh, really? DQI was higher than me at 1449. But his last match was versus OL Fungal Doors. OL won, which pushed DQI down to second for CH. And OL up to first for Fungal Dwarves. Yeah, I had a similar match last season or the season before, whenever Storm Goblins came out. Where my last match was versus Massimo's Sand Goblins. And that loss made it so I was out of the top 10 and that Massimo got first Sand Goblins. It's tragic. I wanted to hit 1500, but quickly as I'm too ambitious. Yeah, 1500 sounds really hard. Really hard to do. I'm not sure if there's even enough players to do it. Or enough high MMR players. What was the highs of the highs with 1700? Will we ever see a 1700 again? Oh, right. So Clear Snow was, you're completely right. Clear Snow is Taka. Yeah. The Chinese player, right? The one who plays 45-minute games. I mean, clearly they're a good player. They've been winning without the overpowered deeper growth. But I don't think we'll ever see this again. 1764, 1542, 1491. That's nuts. Oh, this faction was so busted. Oh my god. I mean, I'd be curious to see if there were tracking stats like unnerfed polar dwarves, because that might have been like back when you could push champions with the polar dwarf event. Um, but yeah, I'm not sure if we'll ever see 1764 again. All right, guys, that was a lot of fun. Again, I'll be streaming tomorrow, either finishing up these replay submission games, or streaming with Massimo the tiebreakers, or going through my tournament, or not my tournament, my Summoner War games in Division One this season. Um, I'll probably wait for that until I've finished all my games, just so we can go all through them in one setting, or maybe it's probably too long to go through in one setting, so maybe half and half. But anyways, thanks for coming. Hope you guys have great days or nights. I think SC was very competitive this season. It's 1500. Yeah, I could see that. I think people really like the. It seems like really people really like the SC a lot. How are they currently? And they also seem like strong enough as a faction that they could reach that. Where are they currently? $12.76. Yeah, that's pretty high. Almost 1,000 higher. Yeah, that seems like a lot more people playing. Just in terms of average MMR. DQI, Allies, Dead Sun. Interesting that DQI likes them. Never thought of them as a DQI faction. Though I guess DQI likes the Fae, so it kind of makes sense. See you, Eden. All right. Have a great night or day, guys. Whatever. It's currently your time zone. Peace, peace.